Hi everyone, Feisty here with a Dark Zone build that is hard to see coming and does a lot of damage. So let's get started. And the reason I say it's hard to see coming is because I'm using the 3-piece Yaw, and the 3-piece Yaw gives you pulse resistance as well as 5% weapon damage and hazard protection. And the pulse resistance is really nice because with your specialization, all specializations give you a 50% pulse resistance. So then a 40% on top of that gives you 90 and makes you really hard to see with the scanner pulse. They can only see you for a second or two at the most if they see you at all. And that's really important in the dark zone. Every team or group's got somebody with a scanner pulse looking for people sneaking up on them, and this really helps. Another thing that makes it hard to see is I'm using the holographic distraction decoy, and the second you throw that down, your nameplate disappears, and they cannot see you through walls or anything like that. They just see your hologram. So that's another reason why you're really hard to see. So the next thing we should talk about is the damage. So I've done this before on other builds where I have Fox's per knee pads and the contractor's gloves for armor damage and damage to target out of cover. And then coincidentally, shotguns and machine guns, you can also do damage to target out of cover and damage to armor. And that gives you a lot of damage right there. Plus, they come with reds, core attributes. I got max damage on both of them. And then here I got crit chance and crit damage. Here I got crit chance and crit damage. Here I got crit chance, crit damage, and crit chance and crit chance. So a lot of crit chance, a lot of damage, damage to armor, damage to target out of cover. And then we'll look at the stats. So on my machine gun, I'm doing 40k PvP weapon damage, and I have almost max crit chance and 100% critical hit damage, not including strained. So I have strain on my machine gun. So that gives me 10% critical hit damage for every zero point 0.5 seconds I'm firing, stacks up to 5 times. So that's 50% critical hit damage, and you have about 30 bullets left in the magazine when you get to that max crit damage. And then on the machine gun, it adds up to 14% armor damage and 20% damage to target out of cover. So a lot of damage there. And then we'll switch to the shotgun. So the shotgun has a really nice fire rate. It's pretty much semi-automatic, and it does 230k PvP weapon damage, which is really high. And I've got 50% crit chance with 100% critical hit damage on here, and it's got 17% armor damage. And I'm not sure on the damage target on cover; it's not displayed here. And also, I've got versatile. So the thing about the shotgun is it pairs really nicely with versatile. So versatile amplifies total weapon damage for 10 seconds when you're swapping between your weapons. So with a shotgun, it gives you 35% bonus damage to enemies within 15 meters, which is a lot in this game. 13% more damage, or sorry, 35% more damage is a lot. Plus, then I've got close and personal. Killing a target within 7 meters grants 30% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So if you can get a kill, which I do, in one or two shots, then you've got both. If you down a guy within 10 seconds of switching to your shotgun, then you've got both close and personal and versatile proc, which is 65% more damage to the next unlucky guy you shoot. And if you're taking on multiple people, that's really useful. you can just delete that second guy and then switch back to your machine gun and kill the rest of them if you can. So it's really freaking awesome. And I would definitely recommend this combo. And another thing that gives me shotgun damage is the Badger Tough here. Gives me 10% shotgun damage. Now let's talk about the defenses. I've got 1.4 million armor, 1.433 armor, and I get health on a kill, which is okay. And here's that 90% pulse resistance I was talking about. And then I've got almost 40% hazard protection, which applies to all these things: bleed, shock, confuse, all that kind of stuff. And 40%, it could be better. Like tank builds usually have at least 60 or more, but for this build, it's sufficient. You know, you don't want to take away too much from damage, and I like having, you know, max crit chance and 100% crit damage at least. So that's fine for me. Um, and then the main thing that's going to keep you alive, anyways, is on my chest piece here. I have efficient. So efficient, using an armor kit has a 50% chance not to consume the armor kit, which is really nice. So that gives you a potential of 8 kits that you can use. And then the specialization armor kit bonuses are increased by 100%. So I'm using the firewall medkit, and let's go back to the White House and I'll show you how that works. So the reason I'm using efficient is because of this firewall medkit ability that you get. So your armor kit recovers 200% armor and 200% health over 10 seconds. So with efficient, this is 20 seconds, and it gives you a lot of bonus armor, not bonus armor, but just doubles your armor and gives you a lot of health for a long time. 20 seconds is pretty long. And then if you pair that with the defender drone here, so the defender drone gives you damage reduction for 21.5 seconds. So you pop that too, and for 20 seconds, I'm not going to say you're invincible, but you are really, really hard to kill for 20 seconds, which is enough time for you to get kills, hopefully. So I would definitely play aggressive, switch to your shotgun, get close, and really fuck them up. So that's the build. I hope you guys enjoy it and give it a try. Thanks for watching. I hope you will like and subscribe and leave a comment. Also in the description, I'm going to leave a link to my Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Engaged.
Ooh, he won. That's awesome.
Fuck you, Jack. Fuck you.